My name is Udesh Nagarashit. I am from Annavara. So last class we are discussing about a topic from 9th standard, that is surface areas and volumes. In surface areas and volumes we already discussed about surface areas of cube, cuboid and right circular cylinder. So let us move on to the next part, that is right circular cone. Right circular cone. Yes, we are already familiar with cone ice cream and mehendi cone. So likewise, it's a right circular cone here. So here we have the model of right circular cone here. Here just observe. So we have a fixed point here at the top of the cone, and the bottom part is a circle. So every point on the circumference of the circle is joined with a fixed point here. So that one. And here when we observe like this, here just observe this fixed point is perpendicular through the center of the circle. So this is the definition of the cone. So let's take the definition of this right circular cone. It is a figure generated by lines joining the fixed point to the points on the circle, on the circle means the points on the circle means it's on the circumference of the circle. So here we have, it's a figure generated by lines joining the fixed point to the points on the circle. That fixed point is always perpendicular through the center of the circle, the center of the bottom circle. So this fixed point is perpendicular to the center of the circle. Yes. So this is the definition of right circular cone. So firstly it is generated by lines joining the fixed point to the points in the circle. Second one, it is this point is perpendicular to the center of the circle. So this figure we are calling it as a right circular cone. So let us know how to construct this cone here. So here just observe, we have a blank paper. It's a plain paper here. So we have to fold here like this. We have to fold, and another time we have to fold like this. Yes. So it's a procedure to make a circle. Firstly, we have to make circle, and here just observe, it's a 4 parts. So the complete plain paper splits it to divide into 4 parts here. So then what you have to do? So we have to cut this paper in an arc shape. In an arc shape, we have to cut this one. So using scissor or using cutter, so we have to cut. But here I will cut like this only. So you have to cut using the scissor and the cutter, whatever it may be. Yes. Here just observe, similarly, slightly it's an arc. So let's consider it as an arc. And here just observe, it forms a circle shape. Okay, so here when it forms a circle shape, here we have to convert this circle in the form of a cone. So how to make that one? So here there are 4 parts are there. In that 4 parts we have to cut one of the part. We have to divide one of the part, 1/4 of the part. So we have to cut. So here just observe, here we have the first part. Here I will cut this part here. As this part I will cut like this, and here this one, this complete part, 1/4 of the part. So I will, yes. So here I remove this 1/4 of part from this complete circle. Then what you have to do is, so we have to join this point and this point. Here just observe. So we have to join this point and this point. Yes. Yes, here just observe, it forms a cone. Here it forms a cone like this. Means, so here just observe, so using circle. So I think the cone is a part of a circle here. From this circle we can construct this cone. So by removing 1/4 of the part of this circle, and then we have to join these two end points, then the circle turns into cone here. So that means the slightly it is connected with the circle. So that's why we can take the circle as a reference for the right circular cone. So while making, while creating, while defining, and while making the formula or creating our formula. Yes. So here we have the situation. So firstly we have to know how to take that one. Yes. Firstly we have to draw this diagram. So it's a model of that one. So that one we have to write here. Yes, so here already we did the same thing here. So just observe. So this is the nature of this paper, that is circle. So when we split, or when we divided this part here, so when we join these two end points, then the circle converted into a cone. So here just observe. So here it's a radius. So when we take the circle here, so this part becomes, this length is the radius of the circle. So after joining these two endpoints, these two radius, when we join these two radius here, so it turns into a cone. But here just observe this length. So whatever this length we have, that is the line joining, the lines. So lines joining fixed point to the points on a circle. So that line is nothing but the slant height. But here just observe, when we compare with this circle, so this is the radius of the circle. This is the radius of the circle. So after just joining these two radius, so here it forms a cone. So that's why this is nothing but the radius of the circle. So this line we are calling it as a slant height. So slant height, that one we are represented it as a L. So here it is L we are taking this length as a L, but it is the radius of the circle. So that means here the slant height. L is the slant height here. So here just observe. So L is the slant height, means, so for this circle it's a radius. So here this is a slant height. So here initially it is in the form of a circle. When we divide this 1/4 of the part, when we separated 1/4 of this part, so then we joined these two radiuses. So here we joined these two radii of this circle. So then only it forms a cone here. So here just observe, before it is a radius, after that it becomes a slant height. That means, so it's a radius of the circle. For this circle, slant height is the radius, and when we converted that as a cone, so it's a slant height here. So just according to our definition, we can construct our cone. So that means we want a bottom circle here. So from one point of view, horizontal point of view, so we can observe like this, and we have a fixed point which is perpendicular to the center of the circle. And when we join all the points, on this circle here, so it forms a cone like this. Here it forms a cone. So this is a pictorial view of cone, so we can write on the board like this. And here is a slant height, so whatever the line I joined between this point on the circle and the fixed point, that one is the slant height. So let us take the curved surface area. The curved surface area of right circular cone, yes, is equal to. So here just observe, here it forms a triangle here. So that means, so here just observe, when we take the area of the triangle, it's similar to the area of the cone, surface area of the cone. That means when we, so here just observe, so many point of view are there here. So when we rotate this cone like this, so here when we rotate all the sides, here just observe it covers the circumference of the circle. That means here when we connect this curved surface area of right circular cylinder with the area of the triangle, so just observe from one point of view we can observe this part as a triangle. So we have to take 1 by 2 into base into height likewise. Firstly we have to take 1 by 2, and what is the base? Here just observe this base is one of the arc. Here just observe one of the arc. So when we rotate completely, it covers 2 pi r. So that's why the base is 2 pi r. That is, the base is 2 pi r. And what is the height here? So in each part the height, it is the slant height. That's why, so we have to take L. So is equal to 2 and 2 and getting cancelled, and only the part it remains, it is pi r L here. So this is the curved surface area of the right circular cone. It is pi r L. So what is the r here? R is the radius of the base circle. So what is it? R is the radius of the base circle and L is the slant height. Then, so let us take the total surface area. Total surface area of right circular cone. Is equal to. So here just over, already we know that the curved surface area we have here. So what is the remaining part here? The remaining part is the base circle. So what is the area of the base circle here? That is pi r square, and the curved surface area is the pi r L. So when we add these two, so we can get the total surface area of the right circular cone here, that is pi r L. So it's curved surface area plus pi r square. It is radius or the area of the base circle. That is, here just observe pi r is common for both the things. So let us take out pi r here. So in this, from this case here we have L, and from this case here we have R. So pi r into R plus L, or pi r into L plus R is the total surface area of the right circular cone here. So L is nothing but slant height, and R is the radius of base circle. So using these two formulas, we can find out the area of the right circular cone. So we can find out the curved surface area and the total surface area, so according to our situation. So I hope you understood these things, how to get the formula of right circular cone and right circular cone here. So there are two formulas are there, curved surface area and total surface area of the right circular cone. So let us take some of the problems based on curved surface area of the right circular cone and the total surface area of the right circular cone. Let us take the first problem here. So here just observe, we have to find the curved surface area of the right circular cone whose slant height is 10 cm and base radius is 7 cm. It is here directly we have here, it's a slant height is 10 cm and the height base radius is given, it is 7 cm. that is, here we have to substitute the value of L and R in the formula of finding the area of the actually curved surface area of the right circular cone, that is pi RL. So firstly we have to write the known things, that is L is equal to 10 centimeter and R is equal to 7 centimeter. Then we have to find out the curved surface area of this right circular cone. So that's why here the curved surface area of right circular cone is equal to pi R. Well, we already found out the formula for finding the curved surface area is equal to pi RL. So just insert the value of pi. If it is not given, it is 3.14 means. So we have to substitute the value. It is 22 by 7. And what's the value of R? It is in centimeter, and L is also in centimeter. No need to change the units. So that's why just insert the values. R is 7 centimeter and L is 10 centimeter. That is 7 into 1, 7 into 1 we can cancel, and we have 220 centimeter square. That is curved surface area of this right circular cone is equal to 220 centimeter square. This is the easiest problem it is. So we have directly slant height and the base radius. So let us move on to the next problem. Yes, let us take the second problem here. Here we have to find the total surface area of a cone if its slant height is 21 meter and diameter of its base is 24 meter here. So that means it is given that slant height 21 meter and diameter of the base 24 meter it is given. So both are in the form of meter and only. That's why no need to change the units. So firstly we have to write the given things, that is L is equal to 21 meter and the diameter is given, it is 24 meter. So here we have to find out the total surface area of the cone. The formula for finding the total surface area of a cone is pi R into R plus L. So that's why here we have to find out the value of radius. So that is D is equal to, we have it is 2R is equal to 24 meter. So then R is equal to 24 by 2 is equal to 12 meter. So and value of the radius is equal to 12 meter here. So using this slant height L and the radius R, so we have to find out the value of total surface area of a cone. What is the formula of total surface area of a cone? So let's take that one. So total surface area of right circular cone is equal to pi R into R plus L. So is equal to, what's the value of pi here? It is 22 by 7. The value of R it is 12 and here R is 12 plus here L, value of L is 21 is equal to 22 by 7 into 12 into, so 12 plus 21 it is 33 here. So here just observe 22 we have, 12 we have, it is 33 we have. So it is difficult to cancel these three things. So that's why we have to simplify that one. That means firstly we have to multiply 12, 22, 12 and 33. So we can simplify as it is possible. That is, here I will take that one. The total surface area of right circular cone is equal to, here just observe 22, 12 and 33. 22 and 33, the 12 is common. So that's why I will write 22 as 11 into 2 and here 12 as 2 into 6 I will write 2 into 6 and here it is 11 into 3 divided by, so it is 7. So here just observe 11 into 11 it is 121. So we have, and here we have 2 into 6. So here 2 into here I will write 6 as 2 into 3 and here we have 3 divided by 7 is equal to 121 into 8 into 9 divided by 7. So here 121 into 72 by 7. So here we can easily multiply the things. Here 72 into 1, 72 into 2 and 72 into 1. So we can easily find out, so we can easily multiply these two things. Here we can find it is 8712 by 7 we have. So it is the answer is here. Just observe 8 into 7 into 1. 1 remains, and here 7 into 2. So here 5 remains, 3 remains, and 7 into 4. Here and again 7 into 4. So it is 1244.52 centimeter square is the answer. So here 7 into 1, 7, 1 remains, 7 into 2, 14, 3 remains, 31, 7 into 4, 7 into 4, it is 3 remains again, 32, that is 7 into 4 again, 28. 28 means here 4 remains, and 7 into 5, 35, 5 remains, like that. So here it is continuous like this only. So the answer is 1244 minus 1244.52 centimeter square. So whether it is centimeter square? No, it is meter square here. It is meter square. So is equal to the total surface area of the right circular cone is equal to 1244.52 meter square. So this is the solution of this problem. Here we have to take this total surface area of the right circular cone is equal to pi r into r plus L using this formula. So we have to substitute all the values of pi, r and L, and then we have to find out the total surface area of this right circular cone. Some of the homework. So here we have two homeworks. So the first one, it is diameter of the base of the cone is 10.5 centimeter and its slant height is 10 centimeter. Find its curved surface area. It is a direct problem. So here we have, it is given the diameter, it is given, and the slant height it is given. So using the information we can find out the curved surface area. And let us move to the next problem. That is curved surface area of a cone is given. That is the curved surface area of a cone is 308 centimeter square, and slant height it is given 14 centimeter. And here when we have the curved surface area and the slant height means, so we have to find out the radius of the base. We can easily find out using the curved surface area formula, that is pi RL. So using that one, so we have to transpose all the known things to the LHS side, and we have to remain the unknown quantities in the RHS side. Then so we have to solve the LHS side, then we can get the value of radius of the base. And then when we got the value of radius of the base, using the radius of the base and the slant height, we can find out the total surface area of the cone. So there are two homeworks are there, so you have to solve. So I hope you understood these topics, how to insert the problem, and how we get the formula for finding the curved surface area of the right circular cone and the total surface area of the right circular cone. So those who are watching this video for the first time, please subscribe our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. You can get the notification of our channel very easily. Also hit the like button. Thank you and all. Be safe and stay home.